Applying customer profiling is one of the quick wins when running or working with any business. Done correctly, as I'm going to demonstrate shortly, customer profiling segmentation can be implemented with zero cost, yet the results can be transformational. I'm going to take you through a customer profiling model that I've developed over the years from an original model created by the Boston Consulting Group way back in the 1970s. This is taken from one of my monthly Accelerate webinars. So hit the subscribe button and notification bell if you're excited to dive into the video, and we'll get started straight after this. Well, hello everybody. Welcome to this month's Accelerate webinar. As always, got a real treat for you again this month. Really looking forward to taking you through the customer profiling matrix. So look, before we get started, could you just type into the chat box, just say hello, just make sure you can hear me, and as soon as I know you can all hear me, then we'll get going. Okay, excellent. All right, so what I'm going to take you through this month then is something that we've been developing over quite some time. And it's called the customer profiling matrix. And really, it's all about how to profile your customer base to maximize sales and profits. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take you through the whole process and show you actually how you can do it very easily in your own organization, and how you can use the profiling to basically take the business to the next level. It's one of those things that everybody's heard about, profiling their customer base, and you can pay literally thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds, dollars, or euros to do this. But the matrix I'm going to take you through, you can do it yourself. It's very, very simple to apply, but with excellent results. And it will just help you in a number of different ways to elevate the business in terms of its sales and profits. Okay, so let me just get going. Okay, so what are we going to cover today then? Firstly, I'm going to just take you through what the customer profiling matrix is, and I'm going to take you through the steps of how you actually profile each of your customers within your customer base. Then I'm going to show you how you actually use the matrix to maximum benefit. And then what do you do once you've carried out the profiling to maximize results? Because actually, as you're going to see, the profiling matrix, if you like, is a means to an end. It's not the end in itself, but it enables you then to actually identify the different groups and categories of clients, customers or patients that you've got, to then be able to, if you like, approach them in slightly different ways than you probably have done in the past. Now, I don't know about any of you guys, but I've read so much stuff on profiling. I've read many books, attended quite a few seminars on it. And one of the reasons why we looked to develop this was primarily because, as I said earlier, we found it very, very difficult to have a system, if you like, that's practical in terms of profiling your customer base. So this kind of stems from the development we've done over the years, from a profiling tool, which I'll come and talk to you about in a second. Okay, so before I kind of go through it, let's just look at, as always, in terms of where this fits in terms of the formula. Now, the good news, if you like, is that with the profiling matrix, it actually applies across the four kind of key areas of the formula. So, it helps in terms of you transforming your existing marketing. It helps in terms of identifying the right clients, in terms of your lead generation. It helps in terms of converting, because you can actually use the profiling to your advantage. And obviously, it's going to help once you've acquired the customers how to maximize sales and profit from them. I would say that it's one of the few tactics and strategies that you'll ever use where it has this type of application across four of the main parts of the formula. So it really is something that you're going to love. The beauty of it as well is it actually doesn't take you that long to actually understand it and then apply it to your own business. Now, that's whether you've got literally a handful of clients, customers or patients, or where you've got hundreds or even thousands. You'll be able to do this relatively quickly. Obviously, it takes longer the more clients, customers or patients you've got, but actually you'll see how you can apply it very easily across the breadth of your customer base. Okay, so what is the matrix then? Well, to summarize, really, it's a simple and effective way to categorize your clients, customers, or patients to help you identify the best ones and maximize profits. Okay, there are many, many other advantages which I'm going to talk about today, but predominantly it's about how you identify and categorize each of your clients, customers, or patients, because then once you've done that, you're then able to, if you like, to create a strategy around those different groups, those segments, to maximize sales and profits from them. So a bit of background to it. It's actually developed from something known as the Boston Matrix, which was created by the Boston Consulting Group way back in 1970. Don't let that put you off the fact that it's, gosh, nearly 50 years old. It is an amazing tool that the guys developed, and the Boston Matrix has been used many, many different ways and can be applied in many different ways. And we looked at it and thought this could be a great way to apply it to customer profiling, which is what we've done over the years. And really, we developed it, as I said earlier, to just make profiling easy and without cost. I mean, this will not cost you a single penny to do. Obviously, it will take time, but as I said, the way that it works, it shouldn't take you or anyone in your organization that long to actually profile your entire database, even if you've only got, even if you've got hundreds or even thousands of customers, and I know a number of you do. And what it enables you to do is to place each client, customer, or patient into one of 5 different segments. Okay, and I'm going to take you through each of the segments, but they're really easy to identify. They're not full of all these different sort of profiling characters, these profiling characteristics or whatever. It's very, very simple for you to apply them. In fact, you're going to see that you're only going to apply 2 metrics to them. And as I said earlier, it is really the means to the end. So in a way, you've got to do the profiling first before you can set the strategy around how you develop each of the different segments. So it's not the end in itself, but you have to do this first part of it to be able to do the good stuff, if you like, the stuff that's going to help make you more and more money. Okay, so here it is then. So as you can see, the matrix has, if you like, 2 different axes. So along the bottom, you've got profitability. So obviously, the further to the right, the more profitable the client, customer, or patient. Okay, and then up on the left, you've got the quality of the relationship. So the higher up you go, then the better the relationship. Okay. Now, if we talk about what I mean by relationship, very simply, this is based around how the client, customer, or patient treats you as an organization and treats you and your staff in terms of the relationship. So let me give you an example of that. So somebody that would be high up on the scale here would be a client, customer, or patient that pays their bills on time. When they call the office, they're courteous, they're polite not only to you as the owner of the business, but also to your staff. You actually like spending time with them if you meet with your clients, customers, or patients. They're just really nice people that you get on really well with. On the contrary, they would score low in the scale if they pay their bills late. You're always chasing them. They don't return your calls. They're rude to either yourself or to your staff. They're the type of client, customer, or patient that when the phone rings and if people know who it's ringing, the staff and you dive for cover. Nobody wants to answer the phone because they're just trouble. The problem with people like that, as you all know, is that you end up spending too much time and effort on those people, and yet actually they're the least profitable people, and they just don't treat you and your team with the respect that you deserve. Now, you all know you have clients, customers, or patients like that, and your staff know too. Okay, so we're going to go through how we actually pigeonhole those people, if you like. So those are the only 2 metrics, if you like, that you're going to use to profile your entire customer base. Okay, and it's a really, really accurate way of being able to segment the client base, and I'll show you exactly how we do that now. So, as I said, we've got 5 different segments. I'm going to take you through the first 4 first, and then I'm going to reveal the 5th one last. So in this segment here, we've got what we call your A clients, customer, patients. Then we've got your so hang on, let me just go back a sec. So these are the guys that you have a quality relationship with them, they're really good people, they pay the bills on time, etc., and they're profitable. Okay, they're the most profitable types of clients, customer, or patients that you have. Your B clients are very, very similar in terms of the quality of the relationship. So again, they're really good people, they pay the bills on time, they treat you and your staff with respect, and they're courteous, all that sort of stuff. Okay. The difference between Bs and As is the Bs aren't as profitable as As. Okay. So in many businesses, these are the bread and butter types of clients, customers, or patients. Okay. They're not highly profitable, but they are profitable, and you know, you actually have a good relationship with them. Your C clients are where we're getting into the problem areas of your client base. So your C clients, customers, or patients are those that are highly profitable, but unfortunately the quality of the relationship is poor. So again, you could be chasing them to pay their bills, they could be rude to staff, all those sorts of things that we've talked about. Okay. Now, you've then got D clients, and your D clients are those that are neither profitable nor you have a good relationship with them. Okay, so those are your D clients. Okay. So in terms of your A's, these are the people that you're really looking to focus on. These are your most profitable type of clients, customer, patients. These are the people that you have a good relationship with. These are the people you want more of. Okay, these are your best types of clients. Okay, these are the people who you want to actually identify and then get more of. Your B clients are, as I've said, they're good clients in terms of the relationship, but they're just not as profitable as A clients. Okay, but they're still good clients, customer, patients to have in the organization. Okay, your C clients, as I said, are profitable, but the quality of the relationship is really poor. These, if you like, are the hardest to manage, because obviously from your point of view, you know that they're profitable. But actually, if you take into account all the things and the challenges that they bring with themselves, and you actually identified and costed out the troublesome parts of the relationship with them, you'd probably find that they're less profitable than you actually thought. Nonetheless, they are profitable. So I'm going to show you how we deal with them. Now, there's two things we can do with C clients. You definitely don't want them in your business, okay? Because, as I said, the quality of the relationship is poor, but also it means that staff don't like dealing with them. You know, they hate dealing with them, and you hate dealing with them. So they just have a massive negative energy around them. So there's two things you can do. The first is, as I've shown there, is you can ascend them to become A clients. Okay, so basically you sit them down and you can show them this matrix and say to them, look, explain the A, B, C, Ds, and say, where do you think you sit? Okay, they'll probably say they sit. They certainly won't say they're a C or a D. They'll probably say they're an A. And you say, well, look, let me show you where you are. You're a C, and you explain to them why they're a C. In many cases, they'll be shocked, surprised, and actually apologetic, and they'll actually improve as a consequence of your discussion with them, and they will become A clients. Alternatively, when you speak to them about where they are, they probably recognize they are C clients. They probably wouldn't admit it, but they recognize they are, and yeah, your chat with them doesn't ascend them to A. And really what needs to do then is if they're not going to change their behavior, then you jettison out of the organization. Okay, so you should never have C clients. Okay, you either migrate them to A clients or you get rid. Okay, that's the reason why they're more difficult, because obviously they're more profitable. But by getting rid of them, you will create so much more energy in the organization. And as I said before, they're probably not as profitable as you think they are because of the trouble that comes with them. Your D clients, basically you don't want any D clients. Okay, so they're not profitable and they treat you and the staff and everybody else with disdain. Okay, and they may not pay their bills on time, all those sorts of things. Okay, so you just literally get rid of those people. Okay, you should not have any Ds in your business. Okay, so what we're looking at here, before I go to your B plus, is you're looking at a matrix where there's 4 key areas, and this is your 5th area, which we call B plus. And your B plus clients are Bs, but they have the potential to become A clients. Okay, so you identify who your B clients are, and it could be that they're their evolving business, or it could be just the way that the relationship works, but you know that certain number of B clients have the potential to become A clients, okay? And what you need to do there is identify from the B clients who you believe have the potential to become A clients, and you categorize them as B plus clients, and you'll see why that's important shortly. Okay, so you've got your 5 different segments. You've got your A's, your B's, your C, your D's, and your B pluses. Okay. In reality, this is kind of how the business should look from a profiling point of view. As I said earlier, you should be getting rid of your C and your D clients. So as you can see, we've eliminated them from the business. And if you like, we're operating from a client, customer, and patient point of view above that middle green line, above the line basically. And all we're dealing with is A, B, and B plus clients. Okay, that is really where you should be aiming for, and there's no reason why you can't get that as long as you use this approach. Okay, you will see a massive difference in you, the team, the way the business runs, its profitability, and everything else like that if you take that step to get rid of C and D clients. Okay, so once we've done that, and as hopefully you can see, it's not going to take you long to do that because you're only looking at 2 clear different conditions, basically how profitable they are and how good the relationship is. Okay, so as I said, the only cost is the time that it takes to do that. And then basically once you've done that, then you're able to actually strategically approach the A's, the B's, and the B pluses. So remember, we've got rid of the C's and D's. Okay, so strategically we've done that already. So we've either migrated C's to A's, or we've got rid of them, and we've got rid of D clients. Okay, so with A's, what you're going to do is these are the people that you should be dedicating time to. Now, if you think about it, what normally happens, it's the C's and the D's that you or the team end up spending time with because they're troublesome. And actually what happens is you spend so less time with your A's because they're good clients, customers, or patients, and they don't need managing. However, the fact that you're not spending time with them means that you're not maximizing the relationship, and this is the really important area. So your A's are the ones that if you dedicate more time to, they're much more likely to stay with you longer. They're much more likely to spend more with you if you spend more time with them. Okay, and ideally the partners or the directors of the organization should be looking after your A clients, obviously supported by the team, but your primary focus by the owners of the business should be dedicated to A clients. Okay, and really another reason for doing this is you want to ring fence them. You want to make sure that they're unable to be, if you like, sweetened by other competitors for them to take them away from you. Because obviously, if they're A clients for you, the likelihood is they're going to be A clients for your competition. So the more time you spend with them, the more time that you really look after them, then you're going to ring fence them as well. And it's when we look at profiling and the target market, then it's really this segment that you're going to create the avatar profile from this group. Okay, so you're going to look at, I'm not going to go into it now, but you're going to look at, what characteristics do they have in common? What are their predominant fears, concerns, objections, all that sort of stuff. Okay, so you can build your avatar profile, and all details on how you do that is obviously in the core asset vault. Okay, so that's your A clients. Remember, these are your primary clients. Okay, you want more of these, and once you've got them, they are prime then, as long as you look after them, to actually buy more products and services from you. Okay, so B clients, well, as I said, remember, don't forget, even though B clients aren't as profitable as A clients, you do have a good relationship with them. They're good people, and they tend to be the bread and butter of the organization. Ideally, though, your team should be looking after this segment. Okay, you as a business owner, partner, director, want to be spending as little time as possible with Bs. Okay, now you may need to dedicate some time to them, I appreciate that, but you should be aiming for your team to look after this segment of client. And on top of that, put in place a highly systemized approach to minimize costs. Okay, so the more systems you can build into looking after these B profile type clients, customers, or patients, the better, because then what it enables you to do is you can, minimize costs and let the system, if you like, do the work on top of your team. And all your B pluses are going to come from your Bs, don't forget. So what I suggest you do here is get the team to be looking to identify, potential A's. So your B pluses, who are they? Okay, and that should be a never-ending process. So your B pluses, as I've said, the team should be able to identify them, particularly if you take them through the profiling that I've just taken you through. You as partners or directors or owners of the business should also look after this segment. Okay, you're not going to spend as much time with B pluses as you do A's for obvious reasons, but again, you should apportion some time to nurture these types of clients so they become A clients. Okay. Now, by doing that, what you're doing is you're able to say, right, okay, I can dedicate this level of time to A clients and B plus clients. Okay, you've probably never. I mean, instinctively, you've probably done it with certain clients, but now I've given you a proven process of actually where you can say, look, these are A clients, so we're going to do this, this, and this with them. These are B plus clients, so we're going to do this, 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 and with them. Okay, and it just enables you to actually dedicate the right level of time with each different segment to make sure that you maximize sales and profits from them. And you're always looking with B plus clients to migrate them to A's. And that's a really important part of the process, obviously, because you definitely will. A lot of your A's will come from your B's, okay, and they will have potential to become A's. Conversely, you will get A's that move over into B's or even B pluses. Okay, there is a chance as well, of course, that the A's can migrate down to C's or even D's. Okay, so that's something that you should also be looking at. But now you've got the key segments, you can actually easily identify who they are, and you can actually then strategically approach each segment to make sure that you maximize sales and profits from them. Okay, so let me just give you a quick overview. So the first thing is identify which segment each client, customer, or patient is in. Okay, so they're either an A, B, C, D, or B plus. You're going to move C's up to A's or out. Okay, now I've just put in brackets there, sell them. One thing that you can certainly do, and a number of clients have done that, is to actually, if you like, put them together and then sell them to a competing firm. Okay, so they might be C's to you, but they could be A's or B's or B pluses to other firms. Not that they'd understand the profiling, but you get what I mean. So just because you don't like them and want them in your business doesn't mean to say you can't sell them on to your competition. With D's, exactly the same. They should be removed completely, but again, you can put them all together and sell them. Most businesses don't have a massive amount of C's and D's. Okay, so on the profiling matrix, it's kind of it's the quadrants, if you like, are very similar in terms of size, but the reality is that you shouldn't have that many C's and D's anyway. Okay. But obviously it varies depending on the business and the industry that you're in. Your time and focus should be on primarily on the A's, okay? And you're going to be creating your avatar profiles to attract more of them, okay? And then let the team and the system look after the B's. You're also going to focus time, not as much time and attention as you will on A's, but also to your B pluses. And I suggest you look at the profiling as a whole, maybe twice a year. Okay, it depends on the size of the organization, depends on the numbers of clients, customers, or patients that you have. But obviously, it's a fluid process. Okay, so it's not something you're going to be doing every week, but you'd certainly want to do it at least twice a year, and it could be 3 or 4 times a year, depending on the size of the organization that you do this. Okay, and just think about that. If you spend time just going through the process that I've taken you through, and then you can strategically plan how you're going to deal with each of the segments, okay, then it just gives you so much more focus. It gives the team so much more focus. It enables you then to streamline the organization to make sure that you're just spending time in the right areas of the business. And the impact that this can have on your business is significant. Okay, don't be thinking, oh, this is just so easy, this matrix. It is easy, it is simple, but actually very, very few people use it, and it is very, very effective. Okay, and it is transformational when you actually approach your customer base in this way.
As you can see, customer profiling segmentation using my modified version of the Boston Matrix is such a powerful and easy way to profile any customer base and do it quickly and with zero cost. And if you want to use this to build your mentoring business and be part of one of the world's fastest growing industries, unlock your skills, experience and expertise and use it to build a successful and world-class mentoring business, you've got to register for my free masterclass training. You can check it out at the link below this video. It's called businessmentoringsystem.com, and make sure you register now to grab your seat. During the masterclass, I show you how to quickly acquire a steady stream of £400, dollars or euros an hour mentoring clients. And if you like this video and you found it helpful, please share it with your friends and colleagues, hit the like button, be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell because I post one new video on building a successful mentoring business every week. Also, in the comment section below, let me know what your big takeaway was, and if you have a request for a video, please let me know. And finally, remember, growing your mentoring business isn't rocket science, but it is a science. I'll see you again next time.